Oh my. I'm so not used to this phone. I haven't used it in a while. Okay. Welcome. I feel like you're foggy. You're a little foggy. Just a little bit. Well, you know what song just came to me? Got no hair product in my hair. Super frizzy. It's like it's not even dry. Like, see what I'm saying? Like, it's like healthy but looks awful right now. It's like it has its own mood. It really does. My hair has its own mood. Okay. Yeah, Virgo Gemini is left. How is everyone? Ooh. Oh, I just burped. I up dinner. I can taste it. Oh, my back. Rocking around the Christmas tree. What was the other one that just came to me? Rockin' Robin, tweet, rockin' Robin. Okay. Welcome. Hey, Virgo moon. Ooh, Virgo moon. It's a tough one.
Who are you talking to?
YouTube.
Oh.
YouTube. Huh?
Never mind.
Why, you have something to say? Say it.
I said I didn't even know that you were doing a video.
I didn't bother telling you.
Wow.
Do you have homework?
Yeah.
How much homework?
No.
Oh, my eyes all day been bugging. I feel like you're too far away from me. Freaking guys, you know what I use when I sit in bed with you guys? Like on this side? A TV table.
Yeah.
No. What this is right here, this is what you used to call a TV table. Yeah.
That's called a luncheon plate.
A luncheon plate? Is that like the modern word?
I don't know. That's a table. No.
It's a lap table.
That's like what you give your mom on Mother's Day when you bring her breakfast in the morning.
Yeah, it's like a TV tray.
Mom, it's not. It's a
We
food
call
tray.
it a TV. Back in the day when they first made these, it was for people who wanted to sit in front of their television and the legs would be longer. I guarantee Grandma has that somewhere. She likes to hoard everything. Oh yeah. Yes, she does. She's worse than I am. She's a bigger hoarder than I am. And when she needs to get rid of shit, she gives it to me.
Close to a hoarder.
Grandma?
Yeah,
she is a massive hoarder.
Not even close.
You want to know why? Because we have all her shit. Because she puts sentimental stuff behind it, and then I feel bad because she doesn't want to get rid of it.
What?
Oh, my mother is a massive hoarder, trust me.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
Her room is literally has nothing in it.
Her room?
Grandpa.
Yeah, she's got other rooms. She's got this one. She's got the shelf. She's got the spare room. She's got the attic. She's not as bad as she used to be. If you go ask her if she's a hoarder, and you watch what she says to you.
No. She would answer that. She'd say why.
Yeah, she would. Because Kim all the time tells us, stop hoarding, Ma. Stop hoarding. Virgo.
That's because Kim tries to be a neat freak.
She is a neat freak. Kind of, sort of.
No, definitely.
Definitely?
It just doesn't work out for her because we're not.
Okay, I'm going to start the read. Can you take Lucy downstairs for me?
No, I will get her out of the room, but I'm taking her downstairs.
Can you pick up Kate's blanket and put it on the floor?
Dude, bro. God. Making me do everything. Come on, Lucy. Come on. Mom's making me bring you downstairs. Come on. Got your couch.
So, I'm going to do that.
Come on.
So the 8 of Cups.
Come on, Lucy.
The word that's coming in my head is astringent, but like that's not the word I'm looking for. And it's not like a strained, like can't place the word. Hey. Listen while you walk. All I have is the Eight of Cups right now to go on. Hold on. For those that are new, when cards don't come out, it's spirits like you're gonna work with that one until you figure it out. And I'm picking up on a word, but I can't place it. Astringent, like that doesn't make. It's not the word I'm looking for. Nor is it a strain, like unless this is like deep past rooted past life and like you don't know someone or somebody's been distant, like a parent or like, but that doesn't make any sense according to the story, right? So Virgo, and it's not like, it made me think of like traditional family beliefs or something. So now you got the King of Pence. Someone walks away from the King of Pence, or the King of Pence walks away. To me, the Eight of Cups came out first. So it's, to me, you're walking right towards the King of Pence, or you're walking right towards work. Relationship or work, like probably work. Because what I'm feeling is like, got Five of Pence, Ace of Pence. So you go from the 5 to the Ace, which is ironic. But there's that Hierophant. I was just about to call out the Hierophant. But I was like, we don't have the Hierophant on the board. It's not the tradition. Well, it is a traditional beliefs too, but like, it's linked to your past. Like, it's almost like telling me like someone's not pursuing something because of their father, their grandfather, a belief. It's like, because there's a new start here with the Ace of Pence. So it's traditional belief, like traditions, you know, like family tradition, like breaking family conditioning, breaking it's like someone's having a hard time. You might be dealing with someone older being the Hierophant, but, and then with the King of Pence, right? So it's like two adults, but adult looking at like the father or the grandfather. It's something like that. Because the King of Pence is the adult. The Hierophant is like a higher monarchy in the family, like, but someone who's very old school, someone who's very tradition. You don't break tradition. You don't break family, like the heritage. You don't break something. So somebody is like a battle with something their father said, their grandfather said. For some, there's definitely something there like that. In order to walk in a certain path, they were taught a certain way. You know what I mean? Like, it's something like that. And it's like, so now it's like, as they become their own man, or you're already a man, like you're obviously a man, you're the King of Pence. But like proceeding, there's a new start here, but tradition, something from the past is blocking your future. It's blocking your now. And it's something someone said to you. It's like going against everything. This new start goes against all your beliefs or other people's beliefs, other people's morals, like how you were raised. You know what I mean? Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Virgo. Because you have the Eight of Cups is out first. And then it goes to King of Pentacles. So it's like someone walked away, but they're going right towards the King of Pentacles. Or the King of Pentacles wants to walk away. It's so weird that the King of Pentacles came out like next to that, like that. Something, traditional belief that's like belief from somebody from like 50 years ago that was passed down by family is legitimately stopping someone's path.
Mom, I'm trying to pickle. It's crunchier. It's better than yesterday.
Looks like Mickey Mouse.
I know. That's what I said.
I'm about to eat Mickey Mouse.
They're crunchier. Right.
I don't know if I'm crazy about that batch.
What do you mean?
My mom made pickles. Only been a couple months. Longer than that, right?
Yeah.
She did it in the summer.
It was 6 to 8 months. And then she added like another 6 months onto it. About like a year.
Virgo. Like my mom pickling something her mom did. See what I'm saying? That's like perfect timing because that's exactly what's happening here. But it has to do with a masculine figure. Like my dad would have never agreed with that. My dad never would have did something like that.
Oh,
my dad would have never reading. You know, it's like that type of energy. Like I would be a disgrace to my family type energy. It's just so random that came out like this. Yes, these Six of Swords. It is leaving a scenario. You are walking away from something. It's a very important lesson here. And it's, you ask me, it's spiritual too. This is a spiritual man that wants a new start. But there's something about the belief system. And if it has to do with work, this person might be leaving work. Because I'm looking at it as the Five of Pentacles. To me, I'm staring right at the Hierophant. Next to the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, if this is linked to work. Looks like it's possibly linked to work too. You might have to walk away from you might be walking away from a job. You're just not happy, you're not content, you're in a relationship you're not happy with. Like, you're leaving something. Lots of masculine energy here. It's almost like traveling lightly too. Like, and you got 2 sixes, so everyone gets a boyfriend, everyone gets a girlfriend. It's that energy with the 6 of 6 again, right? But it's the Tower. 66 is all about relationships, something coming together. So this is somebody leaving a scenario or a household to go in a new direction, whether it's work, it could be corporate, it could be a big empire you built. This can be both for sure. And it's like, to me, it's almost like an epiphany, but somebody wants to take a leap of faith, because this reminds me of the Fool card, okay? Because it's like the knapsack, packing lightly, going. Let's get one more Virgo. So you do have a Tower, but it's also the 6 of Pentacles, guys. This is a lot of Earth energy. Earth angel, won't you be mine? Jack of Swords, Page of Swords. Ten of Hearts at the bottom of the deck. My back kills when I sit like this. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Something has to crumble to stop. There's no question. And it looks like belief. And it's kind of like how you were raised. Or what you do for work. You know what I mean? Like the belief system is different. Like very... It's like someone's trying to figure out a lesson, but it's more than that. It's like somebody leaving a household or a job to have a new start. It looks like work is linked. Like maybe somebody in the household's not working. Maybe your husband lost a job. And you're looking for a new job, new place to live. Tell me about this Eight of Cups, Virgo, Eight of Cups. To me, it's breaking some type of family conditioning. On top of that, there's some type of spiritual work. Or a spiritual person. It's like being led. And see, with the Eight of Cups, we have the Strength card reversed. So you could be dealing with a Leo, but like not having the strength to walk away. So these walkaways we're seeing, it's not an actual walk away yet. You know what I mean? It's just a thought. How is something going to go down? But it's like someone's also like looking at something like they don't want to be in a situation where they're constantly arguing and bickering. But besides that, you know, it's like a hard process to get out of their situation. Someone's like they don't have the strength. It's like the fight song energy. This is my fight song. You know, feeling like they can't do it. Tell me about the King of Pence. I mean, this could be, maybe it's a different type of job. You hold some like piece to a puzzle. It's kind of creepy the way this Ace of Pence is looking at me. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like a genie in a bottle. It's like something you've been wanting to do forever. It's practical work, I don't really see creative work yet. You got Temperance. You could be dealing with a Sag, or this is just balance. It's like this requires balance, like give and take, but it's more than that. It's like, what is with these words they want me to use it? I don't know. It's like or you did walk away, but you didn't want to. Or you're healing. It's more than the balance. It's like it's tempering the energy too. Because you'd be pissed off if it was upright. You know what I mean? So it's like you're definitely trying to temper your energy. But it's almost like you're looking at the tower. You're looking at yourself leaving. You're looking at a new opportunity. Like, you're definitely trying to temper something. Hierophant, Five of Pence. You're trying to get your emotions under control. This is emotional energy. Knight of Chalices reversed. But it's like your emotions are not under control. But that's not a bad thing. It's, you could be drinking to mask pain, the thought of a new start. It's like every time you should really be meditating or thinking about it, you're replacing it with liquor. I don't know if your father was a drinker, your grandfather. There's energy here of the family before you. And it's like you're taking on the same shit they used to do. And I feel like it's the same shit you used to look at them and be like, it's not really how you solve problems, but yet here you are doing the same shit. And I hate to say it, but that's like literally what I see clear as day. It is that type of energy. Could this be somebody emotional and crying and upset? Absolutely. But to me, this is an awful lot of drinking. It's like you're watching someone too. So crazy. I mean, I guess it's not crazy, but it's like, I feel like you watched your father do it or something. This is the Ace of Pence that kind of like creeped me out, or I thought it was like weird. It's like genie in a bottle. Like I couldn't explain what I was seeing or feeling, but I got like a weird vibe off of it. But I felt like you were a kid, right? So it's sitting right next to the Hierophant, which is a father or a grandfather, some type of figure that was in your life. Or should I say, were they in your life? You know what I mean? Like, damn. You're definitely trying to temper your energy, because if this was upright, you'd be a hot mess, right? So it's like you're still sitting in toxic energy, though, toxic thoughts. You're definitely just trying to temper your energy. But with the Knight of Cups, it's like you're doing the same shit you used to watch someone else do, and you didn't like it. This is a man drinking. So they don't have to face something they know they should do. So we all know how long that can last. That could be years. I'm just going to stay in this comfy little home and drink my comfy little drink. You know what I mean? And not think about the past, not think about the future. And I'm just going to stay in this one little moment. Like, I can't even, like, explain it. It's kind of messed up. You used to watch your father do the same shit. And you didn't like it. You didn't like it, but yet you're taking after his footsteps. It's called family conditioning. And it needs to be broken. Because if you have children, you have a son, guess what? You think they're all happy now? They're going to go through the same damn cycle you're going through right now. Same exact one. Don't you doubt it. It's called family conditioning. That's why I pushed through to get to where I needed to be, so that didn't happen. Well, this is harsh. You got Judgment at the bottom of the deck. It's like, if I do have a new start, would you forgive me? And it's like you're too worried about what your father would think or what your grandfather would think. There's such masculine energy here, guys. So tell me about the Ace of Pence. Or you're worried about what your boss would think or what other people would think. It's something like that. And instead of dealing with the scenario, you're drinking. So now you got the Seven of Pence reverse with this new start. It's like you just want to invest your time elsewhere. It's like saying you should be looking over your checks and balances. Like you should be doing that type of stuff, practicality, practical stuff. But instead of doing that, you're drinking. Instead of planning for your future, you're drinking. This is weird. It's almost like somebody knows they can get kicked out of that house any minute, or somebody like, for some, not everybody, other people will just stay in it, you know what I mean? But like, what you should be doing is checks and balances, which is odd. You're not investing any time into this new start. Every time it crosses your mind, you just cracking the beer or whatever you drink. Looks brown. Could be a Guinness for all I know. Or it could be whiskey. Who knows? Tell me about the Six of Wands. Six of Swords, sorry. Keep tempering that energy. I guess the best advice I can give you. It's almost like you're waiting for something to crash. I can't quite pick up on what it is. I didn't want that one, but it felt like I needed to see it. Six of Swords on top of the Six of Swords. Hi. It's like, let's go. With the Sun. To me, you might be a Leo. Ooh, damn. The Magician. See, it's like you know, not necessarily that it's inevitable. It's because you don't want to leave a situation. You're here, you're stagnant. But it's almost like you're looking at it like, I'm going to get forced out. So instead of dealing with it, you're drinking. Tell me about the Tower. Someone's taking medicine to go to sleep too, like prescription drugs or something.
Oh, that's so weird.
What?
You just said that, and I'm watching a video of a person getting there was something super weird, and they just got anesthesia to fall asleep.
Yeah, somebody's definitely numbing their pain, like numbing something. See, Ace of Wands with the Tower. So someone's going to have a massive epiphany. This is an epiphany, which is good. It's really nice to see that. That's amazing. Massive wake-up call. So about the Jack of all trades. You might be dealing with someone who's a jack of all trades. Or your dad was. My dad's a jack of all trades. If it's broken, he can fix it. Just call him Bob. Tell me about the Jack. You might watch something and then all of a sudden, like, you have a major epiphany. Like, you could be watching TV. You got the Emperor. So the Emperor's watching. But then the Hangman's reversed, right? So it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like knowing they need to sacrifice. It's like knowing. There's like an inner knowing, but not doing it. So you have an Emperor or an Aries-like energy watching someone, something. You could be watching TV or a movie, and then next thing you know, something gets triggered, and you have like this epiphany. And then it looks like you might change your perspective when it comes to something. Family life, home life, work life, it's one or the other. It's pretty strong. That song just came to me again, like, this is my fight song. Let me get your House of a Night card. Let's see what they have to say real quick. It's like the minute you leave something, which can be a disaster, ends up being wonderful. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you got the Emperor, the Hierophant, and the King of Pentacles. This is stubborn ass energy, someone who moves at their own time. It's almost like, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, the Emperor does strategize, but with the Hangman reversed, it's no one's strategizing. They're too busy drinking than strategizing. Somebody is masking their thoughts, their feelings. Like, they don't even want to think about it. Like, it's not even like... individuality and trapped. That trapped reminds me of like the boy, the Raven boy. I'll read that in a minute. It's like I don't know how you could even be an individual. You were trained to be a certain way. This is somebody who is trained, whether it's like militant energy or not, like trained from your father or trained from a grandfather, like trained in your brain. It's got to be done this way. It's only one way to get it done, and it's this way, and it's my way, and it was the way your grandfather did it, and it was the way your great grandfather did it. And if you would have asked them, they would think you're yada yada. You're like, I know all about that energy. I have Max one young vampire with her own unique setting from a part of all others. Choosing her symbol is important because it reminds you to reflect on your own unique qualities. It also reminds you not to compare yourself to others. This is a fertile exercise because not one is the same. No one's beauty is greater or less than yours. One's life is not better or less. Others may seem happy doing some things and certain things their way, but you also feel like you're compromising yourself to fit in. People will love you for who you are, not something you're trying to be. Your only task here is to be yourself. This is a powerful sign. See, I said it. I felt it from the beginning. It's so crazy. And it's like you're feeling trapped. You're trapped in thoughts of... You're trapped in thoughts of like something like somebody said to you or the way they did something. Not two snowflakes can ever be the same. You are special and unique, and that is something to celebrate. So it's like you're your own person. You're not your father. You're not your grandfather. I don't know if people throw that in your face. It's something like that. Or you should be powerful like this person. You should be like... It's like all the strives and accomplishments you may have made in life or you're making already. You know, it's like, would my dad be proud of? And it's like, I don't even know. That's just deep. I don't want to go too much further than that. But you got trapped. It's like that eight of swords, right? So do you feel the sense you can't really do what you want because of what other people think, and you have expectations and you might not fulfill somebody else's needs? Do you feel that you'll never get what you want or go where you want to go? Have patience. It's truly a temporary imprisonment. It only exists in your own mind. Your circumstances, no matter what they are, will change. You are free to experience life as you wish to lead. In these times of dreaming, your best antidote, and of course patience. Consider the story of the half-raven boy who was trapped in conflict until he finally follows his own heart. Trust in for me, and I will show you how the cage door opens, and then you can fly and be free. So it's like you're just as unique as somebody else, as the next person. Like, we're all unique, right? But like, it's like not going after your uniqueness or going after a certain situation, because of conditioning. It's that simple. Sorry guys, the chat was off. So, like I said, you know, these are two very strong cards talking about the same thing, thinking you can't fulfill it, or it's other people. What would other people think? What would he have thought? What does he think? You know what I'm saying? And I felt it the minute it came on the board. It's like somebody else's belief system that you've been following. You got so accustomed to. It is so hard to break the custom of an emperor or a hierophant. It's already set in place. You know what I mean? So to break that is extremely hard. But somebody wants to push through it. They just don't know how other people will react to it. Or like, say someone's passed over, because I just heard the expression, they would roll over in their grave. You know, like, it's almost like, say to somebody you want to leave a scenario, and say that one person, instead of being supportive, would be like, are you kidding? Your mother or your father would roll over in their grave. My dad said that to me one time regarding my nana. I was like, I can't believe you said that, because it impacted my decision. So I know it's a thing here, and how that type can impact your decision. So that's what's going down here. But it looks like if you were to leave a scenario, you're going right to happiness. You're going to the Ace of Wands or 10 of Cups, you know? So it's like, it's just a matter of if, yeah.
Sorry.
It's just a matter if you push through this energy. It's very hard. You're working with the Emperor, the Hierophant, the King of Pence. You're still in something toxic though. And you're drinking. You're drinking like crazy right now. Maybe so you do sleep. I don't know. But it's like you're avoiding a new start. It's almost like, but you know you can't avoid it. But you're doing your damnedest to avoid it. Others of you, it's same thing. It's time to walk away, especially if it's a marriage. Maybe somebody in the family controls the money and you're like, frig this, I can't do it anymore. This person's investing all their time in something that I don't want. What I want is XYZ. It's not what I'm getting. It's your own epiphany. It's a massive awakening. It's great. This is an awakening here, okay? But this is how stubborn this person is, because after the awakening, you still have the hangman reversed. Like, not like refusing, right? But like, that's a lot of stubborn ass energy. Like, ooh. Somebody might have a massive breakthrough too, and it might not be you, it's someone else, and that's what you needed to see. It's like somebody pushed through without you or something. It's very odd energy. Like, huh? You wanna proceed without me? You wanna push through without me? Like, huh? Wait a minute. Your world doesn't revolve around me? Good luck with that, guys. Good luck with that energy if you're dealing with that type of person. I hope that message is only for a few of you. So let's do Gemini. I think you're awakening to something, thoughts, ideas, but it breaks all belief. Like, you might hold some type of rank within some type of company, or you're older. I mean, you had the damn Emperor, the Hierophant, and the King of Pence, right? So like, it's almost like, say you wanted to take a new position or do something new, or you're just loved in your community, you know, or within the company, everyone would just be like, but like, that's your own thoughts. Not to say that would happen. I don't know. It looks more like a family issue, but like from your ancestors or your past ones. that was like super easy to pick up on. And meanwhile, you're just drinking. Talon, you watching right now? I just thought of you. Gemini. Gummy bears jumping here, jumping there, jumping everywhere. You guys will probably laugh at me, but I literally, Sheldon was constipated. I literally helped him go to the bathroom. By holding him like a certain way, and like, it was weird. I'm like, okay. Alrighty then. It's like helping a baby when they're younger, right? You hold their legs back. Maybe someone's constipated. I don't know. But you got the Fool. That's a nice stat. Damn. The vibration of a 0 is awesome sauce too. You guys' life should be getting pretty interesting real soon, because it's the rest of January, maybe going into February, but not that far. I love zeros. I love zeros. It's my favorite energy. It's my favorite energy. People ask me all the time what my favorite cards are. The World and the Fool. Those are my two favorite. Without it really even being because it's the last card and then the beginning. It's just because who doesn't like one door to shut for another one to open, you know? Sometimes taking a risk in life is completely worth it. Majority of risk takers, people who are six-seaters, leaders, success stories, you know, like they didn't get there by fucking sitting on the fucking throne thinking they could, you know, it was a risk. You got the 7 of Wands. So you're fighting it, but it's two people fighting it. It's two people resisting a new start. So it's not just one person, it's two. Or the two of you are overcoming this to have a new start. 4 of Swords, yeah, it's like the Death card, something's transforming. Gemini. I almost want to say yes, lover boy. Got the 9 of Pence, but it's also the Hermit. Didn't I say something about someone coming out of their shell before I started this read? Or was that just in my head? Anybody remember? I think it was in my head. Nobody remembers? Anywho, it looks like someone that's about to come out of their shell. Kinda, sorta. Peeking. peeking like a little bit. It's in my head, you think? Two of Cups, which is like Temperance. So it's like you both want a new start. You both want to take a leap of faith. But it's like one has way more confidence than the other one, apparently. But this is two of you pushing through it, working together. Soul searching. Fighting for a connection. Like two minds do work better than one, you know? This is why I say Temperance is always to me the Two of Cups, because she's doing the same thing that Temperance does, you know? It's like the Minor Arcana for me. There's definitely a connection. You want a new start. But it's like you could be standing your ground. I feel like the Seven of Wands here, there's two people. There's two beavers, right? So like this is two people overcoming. This is two people standing their ground together. Like or this is somebody standing their ground and not budging. Having strength, having confidence, like not going against what their soul would guide them to do. Like it's very, I gotta clarify, it's very like I almost said taboo. It's just two people. It's like you keep ending up in the same spot. Like you're both resisting a new start. You're both, but there's love, there's a beautiful connection. Gemini. Could be dealing with a Virgo, Aries, another Gemini. This card sound awfully squeaky all of a sudden. Come on, two more so I can clarify, please. Gemini. It's like someone adores someone. Like this energy is connected. You got the Fool, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, Two of Cups. It's like wanting a new start. There's two people in this picture too. And then it's the two of you maybe resisting when you should be working together to accomplish something. And then this Nine of Pentacles, right, talks about confidence, talks about somebody who adores someone. It's very alluring energy. And then you could have this one energy that's really shy. And then you have this other one that's really bold when it comes to emotions. I wouldn't say work or anything else. I mean, we got the emotions on the board. So like maybe there's one that's like, if you're anything like me, it can be very overwhelming for somebody. I feel like this, I feel like that. I feel, my emotions are put into everything, everything I do, decisions I make, you name it. To some people that might not be practical, but that's me. So you got someone who's way more closed off than another one. Like another one could be like in the spotlight and the other one's like, no matter who they are, whether it's a leadership position or anything, it doesn't matter. You're just like, somebody would rather spend more time with themselves or not in the public eye, because it's like, this is mutual energy. Every card is mutual. Two people in the Fool, two people fighting, two people resisting, two people in love. two sevens. You know what I mean? And then you're both confident, but one's more of an introvert than extrovert, or vice versa, however it works. You know what I mean? And now you got the Seven of Cups. So it's like, instead of resisting yourselves, why don't you give yourself some type of task, something to work on? You know what I mean? And instead of, you keep ending up in the same place, on the same stick, on the same log. It's like Lady and the Tramp until you get to the pasta. Somebody gives in. You know what I mean? Like, someone needs to give. And if you ask me, it's the Virgo. It's the one that's in their shell. You know what I mean? That one needs to pull their emotions together, is what this is saying. Because this is a lot of emotion. Two of Cups, Seven of Cups. Even the Seven of Wands is surrounded by water. Sometimes you got to take your emotions out of an equation. Obviously, sometimes, right? But not in this predicament. It's Two of Pens. See, it's someone works with their emotions. Two twos, two sevens. Someone works. Huh? Hi. Somebody, one's way more practical and one's takes an emotional route. One takes a practical route. You both need to stay busy, like with whatever this is. There's definitely a new start with love, though. If you guys stopped fighting it. So strange. Or maybe one's just fighting it. It's like you're both resisting each other. So maybe someone's not talking with the Hermit being here. But I don't know if this person thinks it's the practical route to go. Because that would not be the practical route to go. Especially with the Eight of Swords here with Justice. It's like, what are you doing?
I don't know. Maybe go to the bathroom and take a shower.
I don't know. Gemini. Tell me about the Fool.
Yeah.
So you got two twos, two sevens, two people who want a new start, two people that are resisting each other. Looks like two people. You got the, what's this? The Emperor reversed. So it could be two Aries, two Geminis. Someone's regretting a situation though, like the Emperor reversed and not taking action. I mean, the Emperor upright doesn't always take action. They do things very leisurely at their own time. When the Emperor's reversed, they're frustrated. So someone's emotionally frustrated. Someone's definitely emotionally frustrated. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Strong Aries on top of Aries presence right here. You got the Wheel, right? So it's like an end of a cycle for a new one to start. It's a new cycle. That's why I'm saying, like, you guys, you need something. You need a task. You need something to do. Unless you're both just sitting there like, duh. So confused. Like, I don't really feel it like that. Not with the Nine of Pents here. To me, it's like, you need something to do. Like, enough with the old cycle. Enough with the merry-go-round. Get off the merry-go-round. So I guess the one that's secluding themselves, I don't want that. But it's the Seven of Swords, so it's sabotage energy too. But so I'd say the one that's secluding themselves has something to say and doesn't want to say it. Like, an Emperor is not one that's like, an Emperor is not poetic. They certainly can be, right? But like, they're most definitely not in this case. Tell me about the Nine of Pents. See, as I'm saying, someone needs to reach out. I get a message. But see, you get the Devil, which is like, it's like the lovers. It's like a bond. It's not. It's not toxic here. Someone's awfully seductive. Like I said, someone's alluring. Someone adores someone. It's the Nine of Pence energy. You know what I mean? It's some type of bondation. It's like all you see is this person's eyes, like bing. You know what I mean? Like they're in their shell though, but like you definitely have a way with that energy. You know, but it's like I'd rather not get emotionally wrapped up into anything. So I'm gonna look and not touch, but that's not gonna last long. Too much temptation there. And not only that, there's love. Tell me about the devil. See, because I don't see this being a bad thing. Somebody is extremely attractive to the point where someone doesn't know how to, see, there's time's going to be invested at some point. Extremely attractive. Yeah, see, you got the Eight of Wands. It's only a matter of time. They can only resist this type of energy for so long. It's like spiritual bait. I hate that expression. They're doing everything in their power to not to give birth to something. This mom is about to give birth any day. It's another 7, so there's such a purpose here. It's my daughter, right? She's talking about medicine, but she's like, I was just looking at the devil with the tempting energy, ready to give birth. Like there's such tempting energy. Like she texted me, they're way too big. She's talking about pills, right? Medication. That can be a pill card too for me though. Just to me, you gotta get a message. But it's like that took me to like, can't hear me? Can anyone else hear me? Hey, babe.
Yeah, I'm coming in.
Okay. You hear me?
Huh?
No. Got homework?
Yeah.
How much homework?
I'll do it after.
You climbing in bed with me?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead. I'm gonna hold the little TV table.
Smell that, dude.
Smell it? Was it your fat? Yeah?
No.
You're disgusting. That's so gross. Open the window for me. I thought I was smelling like the plastic from a balloon. You're such a boy. You're so freaking gross.
Oh, dude. Can I make it something else? How did I do that?
That was awful. Sorry. But you just gagged your mother.
Anyway.
Awesome.
I can do it again. You want me to do it again?
Okay, let me just finish this reading.
You want me to do it
Why
again?
don't you go do your homework instead of coming in here and stinking up the room, please?
You want me to do it again?
Holy moly.
Oh. That would have been bad, Mom.
Mama said, capiche? That's way too many. Kate and John.
What? See?
Peace.
Hey.
See you later.
Alright, I'm going to take a shower then.
Okay, go take a shower.
Okay, where's my robe?
You just took a shower last night.
I want to take another shower.
Why do you want to take another shower?
I don't know.
I gotta take a fast one?
Nah, I'm just bored. I have nothing else to do.
I don't want to hear I'm bored.
Well, nothing else to do.
Go do your homework.
No, that's boring. I'll do it after.
Why are you talking like that?
Something like what?
I'll do it after. I don't know. You're talking funny. If you take a shower, you better not take a long shower.
Okay, what's long?
You better take a short shower.
20?
No, 10.
15.
10.
15.
No.
Why
'Cause
10?
you just took one last night.
So 15.
12.
13? And you have
12.
a deal. 13, you have a deal.
It's not let's make a deal. You got 12 minutes.
15 minutes. I like that. Okay.
How much homework do you have?
One thing.
Do you have Spanish?
No.
Sorry, time to put the Two of Cups. He is one of a kind right now. Now you got the Eight of Cups reversed with Judgment. So it's like thinking about walking away, like I said. But like, it's a massive judgment call. Like it's no joke. It's like you're in front of the council. You got 99 here, so you got 999, 777. I can still smell its fart. Fucking gagging. Someone can't decipher whether something's, not that it's not worth it, right? It's more like the energy of, is it just attraction? Is it healthy for me? Or can I invest time here? Like you're dealing with somebody who's very practical when it comes to making decision making. There's no question. And then I think another one's just very carefree. Like, let's work together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, like the whole Lady and Tramp. Like, let's trim the wood together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's strategize. Let's find something to do. Seven of Cups. Because I don't really see confusion. King of Wands. Obviously the same person from the previous read. It's like, I can't fight this feeling anymore. The attraction's super, super intense. Super duper intense. But they're frustrated. Unless it's the feminine that's frustrated. I don't even see a feminine here, though. No, some of the Pence. Two of Cups. So thinking about walking away. This is like, please forgive me. Please forgive me. But it's like higher power, higher self. Maybe this energy is strategizing. There's still something behind the scenes that somebody's not aware of. And then you got the Ace on top of the Two of Pence. You're dealing with someone who's a very practical thinker. Like, nope, I can't do that. That makes no sense. Like, it's... It's like you got risk takers in life. Like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll jump off a plane. And the other one's like, well, statistically, you know, if you were to jump off a plane, these are all the risks. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Where the other one might dive right off the plane without even thinking, because it's all about a thrill, you know. I don't think I could ever jump off a plane. I don't think I could do it. I feel like you guys are expecting more from this read, so I don't know if it's energy of expectations, because you're kind of like, I can hear you guys be like, that's it, like, but like, I'm telling you, like, it's both of you resisting a new start, both of you feeling the connection, you know. It's like second chances. Maybe this one's wondering if they can have a second chance. It does look like this one's strategizing. You're dealing with somebody who's very practical when it makes their decisions. The attraction is unbelievable. Someone looks at someone as just tempting, like honey, milk and honey, like, I don't, bubblegum and cotton candy, like a candy apple, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, holy shit. But yet is in its shell, but staring, looking, watching. It's only a matter of time before temptation. I don't know. You're dealing with someone who's got a lot of patience, so I'll tell you that. It's like you're someone's weakness. They don't like it. You make an emperor feel weak, forget about it. Belongings. All right, Gemini. But it does look like there's a new start, like a nice, grounded, solid new start. Like, looks like someone's reviewing the options. Oh, I don't like this card. You gotta let go and walk away from something. Someone's holding on to something here that is not good at all. What the frig? I haven't had this one come out in a long time, but I know it's a no joke card. It's the reminder. When I provide you with a familiar situation, will you follow the same path blindly or choose another direction? When you draw the symbol, it's a reminder you are being asked to remember all that you've learned in life about love up until now. Don't forget what you know already. It isn't necessary to learn the same thing twice. Then again, how else do you learn? Keep the faith and be good to yourself. You can always start again if you make a mistake. If you stumble, I will surely catch you. Remember what you know. So this is like somebody that's like wanting to stay in a cycle, but you have a new opportunity to have a new one, but it's like, I don't know what to do. Like, the universe is like, okay, well, if you want to get in the cycle again, you know, you can, but it's telling you you're gonna repeat the mistake again. And it's also saying, if that's why I felt that, please forgive me. If you made a mistake already, don't act like it can't be fixed, because the universe is saying it can be fixed. There can be a new start. But somebody needs to let go of something. You need this more playful energy. See, this is why I feel like there's spiritual bait here too. It's like someone needed to be that attracted to someone and to get someone to budge. But don't think it's not mutual with all this mutual energy. It's like you guys are mirroring each other. It's like a match. My child, sometimes I need to remind you of a lesson you've already learned. See? It's like you keep coming to the same situation, the same path. You guys need to strategize together. You need to come up with something else. Like, it's not the first time this is the way you've acted towards something or reacted towards something. It's not the first time you self-sabotaged a situation. You know, it's that type of energy. That's why I got the whole please forgive me. You know, how else do you learn? Keep the faith. Don't forget what you already know, because it's all about love. Remember all that you've learned in the previous read with the Virgo. All that lessons was sitting right there. In love until now. So there's definitely love here too. You know, will you choose another path or will you go in the direction of love? This reminds me deep of like in a grave too. It's like, don't forget, like, I don't know if there's a certain energy getting the best of you, but it's like you weren't even okay with the way they raised you. Like, it's so crazy. It's either that or you're having dreams of a mother or a father, somebody is coming to you in your dreams trying to tell you something. It's something. Yeah, I don't know what you did in your past, man. Or it's the past that's holding you back for sure. Thank you, Brooke. So weird that I was pulled to that email. I'm gonna pull you one more card. Gemini. Differences. Got self-worth too. So you're dealing with somebody who's like a complete opposite, but you really, it's not a bad thing at all. I've seen many things since the beginning of time, and this indicates differences between all beings are sacred and good. You must learn how to accept others that are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their own opinions as well. Consider the difference between the apple and the orange. Both are fruit, but both are different kind of fruits, but not one is more valuable than the other. I think not all creatures and beings have the right to their own uniqueness. Try to see it from the other person's side. Well, the emperor, that type of energy, the hierophant, right? It's like maybe somebody here is too emotional for somebody, and to them it's like, no, that's the wrong approach. Or someone's too, I wouldn't say needy, but see what I'm saying? Like, opposites attract, but it's like you're perfect together. It's like there's that mirroring energy. It's like you must have made plenty of mistakes in the past regarding the same scenario you're in today. But they're saying, hey, if you need to repeat another cycle, which would be a given 7 months, if not more, 17 months of misery, repeating the same shit over and over and over. Okay. Or you can get out of the cycle and go after love. Alrighty, Schneidi. So basically, right, we did 1 through 10, 1 through 12 of like a story. Now I kind of want to go back and recap. And it is a story, right? But I think what it's trying to say when it's all said and done, the whole point of all of it was actually a lot. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is more or less sit on that and then come back another day and discuss it. It obviously has to do with love. It's somebody's love story. It's things like that. Everybody's chapter. But it's like everyone has a free will, right? It's just a matter of how you want to go after something. Is it worth going after something? There's a lot. It's a lot there. I got to be able to really place it all together. So I'm going to pull one card for like the collective energy, not regarding. I look sad. Oh, I'm not. Not regarding, 11 and 12, just collective message based on the energy. I'm tired. I got no time to be sad. I got no time to be sad anymore. I was deciphering my dream the other day, last night. Remember how I was saying to you guys about the water? I was in the water, but I took myself out of the water and I ended up like on top of the hillside, and then I like left, like I was angry. That was basically like, from what I got from that is like, which is kind of the energy I was seeing. Like sometimes like it's not detaching, it's refusing to drown in the water, like taking yourself out of it instead of sitting in the emotions and sitting inside of the sorrow, sitting in a puddle, or like when you feel like you're drowning. I actually love the dream now because I remember getting right out of the water all by myself, climbing up on the mountainside and taking off. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to sit here and drown anymore. So it's definitely that type of energy too. I think that message was obviously more for me because it was my dream, but I figured I'd share it with you. But I didn't really think I was drowning. But I guess I can take some things in my life where it's like, all right, maybe I was. Maybe I was. All right, that was listening, but a message for the collective. The moon. And it's the last card in the deck. Dun, 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 dun. When you choose the symbol of the moon as your guide, you know that it isn't necessary to look beyond the obvious and know the truth of things. Sometimes people will say one thing, but you have a weird feeling it means another. You have this power. You are being asked to use it now. Choose another card for a deeper look into really what's going on behind the scenes. So there's definitely something going on behind the scenes you're not aware of. This is a sign that you must trust your gut. Your instincts and your intuition will lead you through the darkness. So if you're feeling this energy of like the unknown or unsure or just stillness, however you're perceiving something right now, there's definitely something going on behind the scenes. Okay. Tell me about the moon. That's too many. It's a black cat. Get self-worth, but hold on, I just want it to come out in a way that I can feel it. Tell me about the moon. Your conclusion. So it's basically like it's not over till it's over. I don't know. Okay. Don't resist the conclusion, for the endings are important experiences that help you build a stronger foundation for your next adventure. This is also a warning to get all the facts before you draw a conclusion about someone. You can't know the whole story until you've read it to the end. Remain open even if the ending is not final or a conclusion is correct. This is a sign that a new story is about to unfold. Okay, so there's definitely something going on beyond the scenes. It's time for endings and new beginnings. Drawing this symbol indicates that you have come to an end of some experience in your lifetime and you're about to enter a new one. Well, I almost said, yeah. It's not an expression I usually use. Yippee! Look, I can see the reflection of my glasses in the phone. Anyhow. Yes, always be you, Michael. Yep, make sure you trust in your gut for damn sure, Brandy. Love you guys. Love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic night. Listen, I wanted to get on Patreon earlier, but it was just the energy was like a lot, and I had to get some stuff done before the kids got home. But I'm gonna do Patreon first thing tomorrow morning before I come on YouTube. Okay, so just FYI. You know, I almost just said just FYI, and it brought me back to, what were they called? The Fly Girls? Or like way back in the day. Wasn't Jennifer Lopez one of them? Someone knows what I'm talking about. I'm not really sure what that would be regarding. Like after like the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse days, like the Mickey Mouse Club. The Fly Girls? Didn't they wear like leather jackets? Someone's gotta know what I'm talking about. It took me right to it. In Living Color? Yeah, maybe that was it. In Living Color. Just pulled me to Martin. But, yeah. Were they called the Fly Girls? I'm good, Angel. How are you? Raymond Brothers, I believe so. I don't know where that came from. That was so random and so out of the blue. I don't know if it's something like I said. It just pulled me to it. I don't know what that's regarding. The Fly Girls, huh? Food for thought. I normally wouldn't even use that expression. Is that an expression you would use for that? Food for thought. See, it's like, what is coming out of my mouth? Congratulations. And live in color. Food for thought. It's like sitting with it, right? Did I use that right? I would never use that an expression. You look like Elvis.
Thanks.
Did you wash your hair?
Yeah.
Let me smell it.
Okay. I washed it.
With what?
My soap.
Let me smell it again. No, you
Yes, I
didn't.
did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I swear I did.
Don't lie.
I'm not lying.
What soap? Not shampoo?
Yeah, shampoo.
No way. No, your shampoo is way more potent than that, kid. You're lying. Don't lie to your mother.
No, I washed my hair.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You're lucky you did last night. Brush your hair. It's like, why lie over something foolish? I don't know, Caden. Why don't you tell the world why you're lying over something foolish?
I don't know. I washed my hair though.
That's such bullshit. You can't lie to your mother. I know what fresh hair smells like.
No.
So tell everybody why you lied over something so stupid.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I washed my hair. She's counting.
I'm capping. You did not wash your hair.
I did.
No, you didn't.
You didn't wash your hair.
Yeah, I did.
Not today, no.
Yeah, I did.
When?
This morning, after I got you on the bus. The magic school bus.
Okay.
Just wondering why you're fibbing about your hair. That's all.
Mom, I washed my hair.
No, you didn't. He did not wash his hair.
You didn't wash your hair.
You didn't wash your hair.
Okay, just drop it, Mom.
Drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Want me to drop it like it's
No,
hot?
I don't.
You want me to drop it like it's hot? Alright. Want me to do the whip? I don't even know it. Alright, guys.
Look at this. Okay. Come on, look how close I am. Will this thing pop if I do it enough?
Family Matters was a good show. Alright, guys. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
It's gonna pop.
Ooh.
Have a fantastic rest of your night. Even white lies are not good lies. You know? It's like he's coming in here and purposely aggravating me. Yeah. Maybe you have someone in your life that just loves aggravating the shit out of you. He's sweet. He's sweet. Got a joke for anyone?
No,
No jokes today?
not jokes. I don't know any.
You're such a character. What do you mean you don't have any
I
jokes?
don't know the jokes.
He's off. He's off, guys. He's off.
Yeah.
Come on, I know you're thinking of one.
It's
Yeah, you are.
It's a racist joke.
A what?
Racist joke.
Okay, we're not doing racist jokes.
Exactly, so no jokes today. So I can't think of another one.
All right.
Look at this cool balloon.
Okay. Everyone sees
Can they
the-
see it?
Yeah, they can see it. All right, guys. I'm letting you go. How old is he?
Me.
13. 13. It's like a 3-leaf clover. All right. Hi. Hi from Afghanistan. How are you? You love boys. Yeah, he's my only one. He's my only one. Kate and John. Instigator. Instigator. Alright, I gotta go tend to the children, put dinner away. There was something that just crossed my mind that I forgot to tell you guys, but it wasn't important.
What is this thing?
Alright. I love you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your night. I'm just dazing at this point. I love you too. Bye, guys.